Hello, it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me today for another proper-ish Simple Stamping Saturday. This is the day where I take one basic project and do it three ways, one very simple and then stepped up until we get to the one that uses the most techniques and the most product. So it's not around it being the most complicated so much as the combination of product and technique. Anyway, let me show you what we're going to be making today. Let's flip down. So today's slightly different in that instead of our normal note cards and envelopes, I'm using the Assorted Memories and More note cards and envelopes. These come, let me see if they're actually in the catalogue rather than just online. Paper. Here we go, page 27. So that means it's at towards the front, and they are there, right down at the bottom of page 27. The thing with the new catalogue, which I think a lot of people may be struggling with, certainly a little bit, is that it's very much now laid out so that there are quick, easy things at the front, so kits, etc. And then as you go through, things get more technique based, more product based. So if you're looking for something that throws the kitchen sink at your product, project, then you need to be looking at one of the technique sessions. So on page 118 and 119, we've got 4 watercolor techniques, for example. We've got Get Moving with fun folds and things like that. So it is different. There's an argument that not as much information is there because not all the colours are showing for the designer series paper, etc. But all that information is online, and there's a lot more online. There's getting more and more is going online. So it's certainly worth having a look at the online store. And of course, there's a link to that in the description bar below the video. So Assorted Memories and More note cards and envelopes, and I've got the Thoughtful Journey Memories and More card pack. Now I have used some of the cards already, however the packs are smaller than they used to be, which I think is good because I think they were a little overwhelming. You'll see the bits that are missing. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the larger 4x6. So we've got, what do they call them? These are the Thoughtful Journey, yes. So we've got Happy Birthday on one side and then just a pattern on the other. Pattern with Treasured Memories. Thinking of You Today with dots on the back. And then The Best Day Ever across the pattern with just a pattern on the reverse. And then in the smaller size, does it actually tell us? No, there are 28 cards in total, so I'm assuming 18, as there are 10 of the large. So we've got Celebrate Today with stripes on the back, a pattern with more stripes. This has a label space with pattern on the reverse, a pattern with a number, so the NO dot at the top right, and it's kind of ledger paper. And then on the back we've got Celebrate Another Year. The Sky's the Limit on a pattern with little like thistle heads on the reverse, a pattern with Life is an Adventure on the reverse, but it's in ombre lettering. Then we've got another one with a label space and this lovely kind of bleached effect with the what would be a stamped image if it was a stamp. And then we've got Sending All My Love with another pattern on the back, and this has got little dots, so you could use it for journaling if you wanted to use these for the memories bit of Memories and More. So let me show you the cards that I have picked out for today's project, and I'm doing a 6x4, and this is the project that I have got. So it's the large background with these lovely bleached out images at the bottom, and then thanks so very much in the middle. Really easy and really quick, and there is nothing wrong with a quick project. I say sadly, it's not sad. Can you believe that people who do Christmas in July projects, events, they've only got like 3 and a bit weeks until July starts, and there will be some Christmas bits and pieces in the online exclusives that are launching at the beginning of July, so do keep your eyes open for those. Demonstrators can already pre-order those. Oh, I should say, on the reverse, this has got Making Memories, both in a script and in a sans serif font, which doesn't actually pick up terribly well, but it is there. So let me get this down. So yes, and it's the summer solstice. Well, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the summer solstice in about 2 weeks, which is really sad. And it's really sad because that's our longest day, which means after the 20th, 21st of June, the nights start drawing in, and we haven't even had summer yet. It's not fair. So on the reverse of this, there's a watercolour which has got like salt effect on it. So if you do a watercolour and throw salt at it, that's the sort of look you'd get. So let me grab some dimensionals. I'm going to be reasonably generous with these. It's slightly bigger than I would normally just use 5 for. So I'm going to put in 8. Because that's just the kind of mood I'm in. So yes, quick projects, nothing wrong with those. Sometimes there are occasions when you need something quick. You've suddenly remembered that it's somebody's birthday. Someone was, showed you some kindness and you want to thank them. This would be ideal for that. Just a little card saying thank you so very much. It would just be perfect and made specifically for the person who thanked you, or helped you rather. So there you are. Those are our 2 really quick projects. So for the next project, I am introducing pattern paper. So this is the Thoughtful Journey pattern paper. It's not a full pack. It's half a pack. So all of the designs are here. One of them there's only one sheet of because that's the one I've used for today's project. So we've got this lovely scene, and then on the reverse more, another scene, and then watercolour on the reverse, more with watercolour on the reverse. I love this look. It's like the New Horizon paper was that we had a couple of years back. Just perfect for all sorts of projects. Lots of colours I'll go through. So, this isn't the one that I'm using, but it's one that I've only got one of. So this is almost a reflection, but not quite. I mean, just look at that. That is just so pretty. You could almost just frame it. This is the one that I'm using, which has this lovely pattern on the reverse. These look like thistles in the Scottish Highlands, with this on the reverse. And more watercolour salt effect. More Scottish thistles, and look at that Blackberry Bisque watercolour. Woo! So, let me tell you which colours this has got. So it is Blackberry Bliss, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. Now, I know a lot of people who say, I really struggle with 6x6 because you make a card and you're left with this odd strip. So today's projects don't use a whole layer. So the first one I have got is this one. So it's a 3-inch strip. And whether you are in North American letter world or international A4 world, it works perfectly well. With a 3-inch strip, you can do it central, you can do it deliberately offset a little, which is what I've done. I've got it on Petunia Pop with Boho Blue. I meant to not emboss the background for this one so that it was just Boho Blue, but I got carried away. And the embossing folder that I use, which is the new Swirl one, which is huge, you can get 2 layers in. So I kind of got carried away and put both layers in. Sorry. So Boho Blue background, Boho Blue with Misty Moonlight stamping. This is Pretty Peacock, just a scrap of Pretty Peacock. Petunia Pop ribbon. Then a stamped image using the stamp set that goes with it, which is Thoughtful Wishes, which is going to be my next class in a box. And it's this stamp. And I just stamped it down and then inked up a little bit to stamp up. And you'll find out why in a minute. We've got Dearest Friend, thinking of you fondly. Thanks, missing you. You make life better. And I appreciate you. And I've put together the thanks. You make life better. So it's a nice solid sentiment. Cut at an angle. And Petunia Pop stamping. Petunia Pop pearls, which are in... I had them sitting in front of me. Where have I put them? Where have I hidden my pearls? There they are. I buried them underneath my Memories and More cards. So you've got Calypso Coral. This claims to be Misty Moonlight. In real life, it's more Pool Party, Pretty Peacock-esque. And then Petunia Pop, which, when you put it near Petunia Pop, does look like Petunia Pop. So that's that one. Oh, and I stamped on the inside. And this is Boho Blue stamped off once. Then I introduced the die set, which is huge, let it be said. So the only dies that, or rather the only stamps that have a matching die are this one and this one. Everything else is a new die. So those are the 2 that die cut stamped images. Everything else is a standalone die, which is just, oh, love it. Indeed, I think, let me just check something. I believe that, yes. So you can do this, so that you can do the leaves and the stems in one colour and layer that over the colour that you've done for the flowers. Genius. Absolute genius. So that's the Thoughtful Wishes dies. And of course, until the end of the month, if you buy a die bundle, you get an extra 10% off. So you get 10% off just for buying the bundle. And you get an extra 10% if you buy it between now and the end of June. So this is the card that I then made. And I introduced, and again, I thought, yes, I did. I introduced this lovely ombre paper, which has got sort of silver pearl on it. And this was the Petunia Pop end. And it's part of the suite. You get 5 sheets. I'm not going to be able to find it now, of course, but you do get 5 sheets. And it's gorgeous. Now, I did layer it onto... Getting warm. We are getting warm. I know we are. No. There. No. Next one, I think. Dun, dun, dun. There we are. Thoughtful Journey. So it's this, which is Thoughtful Designs, and it is ombre in all of the colours that are in the paper. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 5 sheets, as I say, 12 by 12. Beautiful. So I layered this onto Pretty Peacock, no, Petunia Pop card using our double-sided adhesive sheets before I die cut it, so it's a bit more robust. This is our silver Simply Elegant trim, which I've taken to pieces, and a piece of our ribbon. And all I've done with the ribbon is just pull the threads out of a length, and they've been put behind a bit of that Pretty Peacock Pretty Peacock ombre paper instead of the just Pretty Peacock. White heat embossing, this lovely die cut, and then yeah, So there we go. Let me lay them out so they are in the order of complexity and product number. So very quick and simple. You cannot get quicker than that. Then you can add the stamps and some paper and some coloured card, and then you can put the kitchen sink on it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Do remember that if you don't already subscribe to me, to my channel, you can do that in the bottom right hand corner. Sometimes I actually have a brain. Today appears to be one of the days I don't, but often I do. So I hope you've had a fun few minutes with me this morning. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Do remember the bundle sale. That also applies to our cut and emboss machine, so you can get 10% off either the full size cut and emboss, the white mini cut and emboss, or the boho blue mini cut and emboss. And that, if you want a mini, is the lower price, because for some reason the boho blue mini cut and emboss is cheaper than the white one. Don't know why, go figure. Anyway, probably because they're not making any more, I don't know. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.